And hello folks, this is Sky at Aqua Polaris Zero, a little channel that I just threw together after I was disgusted by what I saw presented by Todd Howard of Bethesda Softworks. Here it goes, let the hating begin, let the shitstorm start, and here it goes. I think that Fallout 76, as was presented by Todd Howard, should be banned. I think it should be blocked, it should be stopped for a number of reasons. Okay, here we go. When people started playing Fallout, it was all about the aftermath of a war that had happened, a nuclear war, a nuclear holocaust that had happened by accident, by stupidity, and people were playing against NPCs and computer-generated bad guys, the raiders, the super mutants, the synths. Now, what has been presented shortly by Todd Howard and Bethesda for Fallout 76 is an entire different ballgame, and it is dangerous. We have now crossed the Rubicon. We have crossed the divide between reality and fantasy. We have crossed the divide between entertainment and basically sanctioned murder. Okay, let me get to the point. There's a lot of kids that are going to be playing this game. Let's be real about it. I know that Fallout 4 was played by 7 and 8-year-olds. It doesn't matter what rating you give it, kids are going to play this. So, that being said, there are a lot of cutesy little cartoons and nice music that make the whole ordeal look innocent. So what we're going to have right now is Bethesda has told us a couple of things. Number one, they're trivializing the fact that in a video game now you can nuke each other. In the real world, we try to do everything and anything to avoid a nuclear holocaust. Politicians are involved, teachers are involved in schools trying to educate students, but no, Bethesda thinks it's great that we can have kids that have access to a video game that can go around nuking people. I don't think that is really an educational example to set. And yes, we adults know the difference between, hey, it's just a game, but guess what, kids? It is not just a game because the kids can't understand the difference. There's already been a couple of occasions of teenagers that went out and slaughtered their friends, went on a shooting spree because they played violent video games. And these video games were against artificial generated like bad guys, like zombies and stuff like this. Now, here is where it gets even more dangerous. So in this big open world, there are going to be no NPCs. It's literally going to be real people hiding behind an avatar that are going to interact in a virtual reality world. That means these real people have feelings. And why do people play video games? To escape. They don't want to think about the real world. They don't want to be harassed. They don't want to be beaten up and tortured and shot dead. So what we have now is a lethal combination of some teenagers, some social delinquents, and adults all thrown together behind an avatar, bored in a big world, and guess what they're going to do? Well, Bethesda showed us. Your usually friendly neighbor who came to ask you for a cup of coffee now drops by with a gun and wants to shoot and kill you and take your stuff. This is the kind of story that children are going to see for hours and hours and hours online. Guess what? People can hide, get together, and start killing, murdering, and torture people. Avatars, and behind those avatars are real people. So these kids are going to be brainwashed by this. What happens, Todd Howard, when one of these kids that was playing Fallout 76 is upset at their parents for not enough coffee money or something like that, goes to the kitchen, grabs a knife, and doesn't know how to distinguish between the Fallout 76 world and slashing their own parents to death? This is the danger that I see. So it should not be possible for avatars which have a real person behind them to go around just killing, stealing, and robbing. You have crossed the Rubicon. This is dangerous. The other thing, trivializing nuclear war, that you can just blow up whatever you want and somehow survive, is also dangerous. This is a new generation that's going to come after us, and they might think, oh well, I can survive it somehow. So we have crossed a very dangerous line, and I think that people going into a survival kind of atmosphere and open world should not be allowed to kill the other players. Why not? Because there's a lot of kids going to be playing this. It looks very harmless. It looks very fun. You have cute little cartoons that make it even look more enjoyable and innocent, but this isn't innocent. What happens with internet stalkers? Whatever their age might be. They might be old perverts or they might be young social delinquents that get a kick out of continuously raiding, killing, murdering, destroying a person's character. Hey, look, there he is again. Okay, let's raid his base and let's destroy everything you build again. This is fun, dude. Finally, this person might get so agitated, has a hard life, wants to escape from all this bullshit, and decides, I've had enough, and say, hey, look, guy, just back off, let me play this game. Oh yeah, screw you, man. Here you go. Bang, bang, and destroys everything this person built up again to relax. What happens if one of those people gets into another avatar, finds out the real ID of this player, their IP number or where they are, and decides to exact revenge in real life? You have real people with real feelings now in a virtual reality world presented by Bethesda that can go around killing, murdering, and torturing each other. I don't think that is a good idea. Educational wise, it's deadly. It's poisoning the minds of very young gamers, kids and juveniles. For adults, okay, fine, we can distinguish the difference. But a lot of these young, impressionable people, they cannot. And what happens when they take that kind of mentality into the real world and they figure, look, I can get whatever I want in Fallout 76 by violence and so on. Why don't I give it a try with the local gang in my area? So for these reasons, I really think that the way Fallout 76 was presented should be banned, should be blocked, and authorities should say, no, you're not going to put certain things in this game. We won't let you, or we won't let you publish it, or you're going to be taken to court. Number one, you're not going to give people the opportunity to nuke each other. That is not funny. It's not a funny concept, and that is not what Fallout 4 was all about. It was an accidental, stupid decision by governments that started a nuclear holocaust. And we were enjoying a game in the aftermath trying to be the good guy. But Fallout 76 is an entire different kind of ball game, folks. This is a place where anybody can go, try to get launch codes, and just nuke people. And kill avatars or real people who are pretending to be somebody, and continuously harass them, stalk them, and kill them over and over again. It is not healthy, it is dangerous, and I think for those reasons, the gratuitous violence against characters who have real people behind them is a very dangerous step that's been taken by Bethesda, and I think that should be blocked. Killing and defending yourself from aggressive, artificial intelligent NPCs is a completely different thing. These NPCs don't have feelings, and they don't come after you with a real frustration and anger in your heart because you might have a bad life somewhere else. But I think if Bethesda goes ahead with this, then Bethesda should also be held legally responsible how this is going to educate an impressionable generation of young people or frustrated individuals that might just lose the reality and might just lose their concept of what is a video game and what is the real world. Those are my 10 cents on the thing. My name is Sky at Aquapolar Zero. I started this little effort here purely on the basis that I felt that we've been lied to. We have been misinformed about what Fallout would be and would not be. And, I could say, well, I shouldn't play it. I don't need to play it. Well, I was waiting for this game based on what Todd Howard and Bethesda had presented to us for years. And also put a lot of effort into things dealing with creation of content. Thank you very much, Sky at Aquapolar Zero. Have a lovely day and let me know what you think. And let me know when the first people get reported in the newspaper because they slashed somebody up or killed somebody because they were playing too much Fallout 76. Have a nice day, folks. Bye-bye.